What's going on YouTube? These are all the fights that should be made after UFC Vegas 100. We got some winners, some losers. We're going to go through all the boxes, reveal each one by one, and talk about the matchups that I made for them personally. Starting off with the main event, we have Carlos Prates destroy Neil Magny by a first round knockout. Absolutely slumped him with a fucking. It barely touched him with like his big knuckle. Hit him right here on the head, put him out cold. Um, Different kind of power, man. Him and Pereira, telling you. But yeah, I know he called out Jack Della Maddalena. Personally, they might give him the fight, low key. But in my opinion, I don't think that's the right move to go with. I say do him versus the other guy he called out, which was Jeff Neal. Jeff Neal just came off of a first round victory from RDA at UFC 308. Um, yeah, RDA got injured, but you could just tell Jeff Neal was on that night and he looked great. I think him versus Prates in around February or March would be a crazy good fight, good matchmaking, and it will be very enjoyable for the fans' point of view. So I say do him versus Jeff Neal, February or March, either or, doesn't really matter. So yeah, we go with Prates versus Jeff Neal. Next, we got the loser of the main event. Got brutally knocked out after getting dropped by a weird-looking left hook, or not right hook. My apologies, right hook. It was a right hook. Barely even had any like power on it. It looked like, to be honest, and he got dropped by it. So yeah, that just shows Prates' power, but that also shows Neil Magny is uh, not that guy. Not that guy. So, yeah, there's only one or two options here for his career. First option, I say he should retire, personally. There's nothing else for him to do. He's not going to get back into the top 15, in my opinion, unless the UFC just do the weird ranking shit and just move him there. Um, but if he doesn't want to go down the path of retirement, there is one fight I would like to see, and that is the winner of Randy Brown versus Brian Battle at UFC 310. I think it would be a great fight, and it would make a lot of sense for the fight to happen if either one wins. Randy Brown's been on a tear lately. He's been fighting through everybody. I think he deserves that top 15 or someone right out, maybe the number 16 guy, which I think is Neil Magny right now. Um, yeah, I think if Randy Brown wins, he should easily get this shot at Neil Magny, and he will beat Neil Magny and then get a top 15 opponent. If not, get moved into the top 15 for that. Same with Brian Battle. I think he deserves this Neil Magny fight if he wins against Randy Brown. Uh, to I don't know, test him against the top dogs of the division, top dogs. So yeah, there's not really much to say on this one, but yeah, that's the fight that I chose for Neil Magny. Hopefully he doesn't get knocked out by them either. Just saying. Next up, we got the co-main. Don't know this guy's first name, but D Ritter, I think is how you say his name. He's shit. One FC, I don't understand how ass is One FC to have De Ritter as a double champ in their organization, and he just went toe to toe with the GOAT GM3. Just take a moment of silence for that, and that's what I call that silence right there was disappointment from his performance. He looked like shit. Yes, he's amazing on the ground, but let's talk about this guy's striking. He looks like ass on the feet. I don't think he gets to beat anybody in the top 15 with that level of striking. Bro's dead ass the level of Ben Askren. When it comes to striking, he's very shit. So Yeah, but he did beat GM3. He did submit him. So we're going to have to give him someone. Hopefully this someone fucking mauls him and exposes him. But yeah, the someone that I chose was Rodolfo Vieira. That is a great grappling match in my opinion. Great grappling match. I think Rodolfo Vieira could hang with them on the ground. It's kind of like another GM3 fight, but Rodolfo Vieira is just better than GM3. So I think it would be a very entertaining fight. Low key, I'd put that on a Vegas card as well though. Maybe Vegas 102, 103. I don't know. Get D Ritter back in there as soon as possible so we could see him lose. I don't like this guy. I don't like his performance. Um, so yeah, let's do D Ritter versus Rodolfo Vieira co-main on a Vegas card or maybe featured bout. Who knows? But yeah, that's the fight that I put together for them. Now the loser of the co-main event, GM3. In the first round, he looked great, piecing up GM3. I mean, my apologies, piecing up D Ritter. The whole round, and yeah, he kind of fell asleep in the end of the first round. I got dropped by D Ritter somehow. Got dropped by that guy's level of striking. And then GM3 kind of faded uh, through rounds 2 and 3, and got finished in the third round. So yeah, not a very good look for GM3. Yeah, but yeah, the guy that I put him against is Jun Young Park. That fight makes a lot of sense. Jun Young Park is coming off a win against Brad Tavares. Um, and GM3 is coming off a loss. I think they match perfectly up with like unranked rankings, I guess. Uh, I don't know. I just think that fight makes a lot of sense. I would also put that on a UFC Vegas card because it is not the greatest fight, but it's a very UFC Apex type of fight right there. So, not much to say about them, not too interested in them. Next to the redhead, Jillian Robertson. Not that great of a performance, huh? Um, but I'm glad that she doesn't think it was a great performance either. Shows that she's not a delusional piece of shit like Juliana Pena. So yeah, that's why I like Jillian Robertson. She always tries to get the finish. We saw a little bit of 12 to 6 elbows to a certain area, let's just say. But yeah, who I matched her against is Lupi Godinez. I think this fight would make a lot of sense. Lupi Godinez is coming off of a loss. I'm pretty sure it was to Mackenzie Dern, if I remember, at UFC Abu Dhabi fight night. Yeah, Jillian Robertson should be number 13 by Tuesday after getting her win. And Lupi Godinez is number 10. So I think it makes a lot of sense, personally. I say put them on a crowded fight night card, maybe prelims of pay-per-view. But I say fight night card, crowd. Mm, I think yeah, crowded fight night card on either the prelims or early main card. There's not really much to talk about on any of these fights. I'm sorry, you guys. This is kind of like an card when it comes to name value. So yeah, next up, my boy Damon Blackshear is back in the W column, and yeah, he beat Cody Staneman in the first round by TKO. Yeah, he didn't look horrible. He was getting pieced up by Stamen in the first like half of the round, I guess, before Stamen got touched once and then crumbled. Um, so yeah, Stamen was looking like fucking Volk for like a good 5 seconds. That dude was looking clean, and then oh shit, my apologies. And then something happened, and that something was a fist from Damon Blackshear going into the face of Stamen. putting him down and out in the first round. So, Damon Blackshear, I think, should face Ricky Simone. Um, I have him going against Ricky Simone. I think it makes a lot of sense. I think it's a great fight to put together. Damon Blackshear is one, in my opinion, is one of the guys that's up there when it comes to the non-ranked bantamweights. Ricky Simone just got taken out of the bantamweight rankings, I'm pretty sure, after his loss to Vinicius Oliveira. Or no, if I'm not mistaken, he got taken out right before his fight. But either way, he's right outside those rankings. He's on a loss streak, I'm pretty sure. Damon Blackshear is coming off of an impressive, nice first round victory. Uh, they're both top 20 guys in my opinion, top 25 ish area. So I think it makes a lot of sense. Give Damon Blackshear that fight against Ricky Simone. Uh, yeah, not much to say about right there. That would be a great fight though. I'm just saying. Next fight we got Zaleski dos Santos. So, um, yeah, he fought a random that came in on short notice. I'm not too familiar with bro, but he didn't look that great. He looks like a fucking a lower yeah, he looks like a lower weight class fucking Jordan Wright. Y'all remember him? The fucking white boy? But yeah, that's who he reminds me of. He was doing decent, getting away, keeping his jab out there against Dos Santos until Dos Santos hit him in the face with a 1-2 once and made him go down to a knee and get finished by ground and pound in the first round. So I have Dos Santos going against Dalby. I think this fight should be rebooked easily. That's like the easiest fight to make off of this card, in my opinion. And that's like the one that makes the most sense out of all these. They had it before, the fight fell through. Put it back on a card. Maybe pay-per-view prelims. Maybe a crowded fight night. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about that fight. It makes the most sense. And yeah. Next we got my boy Charles Radke. Get him back in the win column after his first round finish by Carlos Prates when he finished him earlier this year. He came back big time against Semmelsberger. Semmelsberger, man, you're making me sad, man. Stop losing. Now you're probably gonna get cut from the UFC. But yeah, Charles Radke. I think he should fight Trevin Giles. Trevin Giles versus Charles Radke makes a lot of sense, in my opinion. Trevin Giles coming off of a few losses, I'm pretty sure. I know he's lost to Prates this year. I know he just lost to Mike Malott. I know he fought in between those two fights, but I don't remember who and if he won or lost. So, but either way, Charles Radke, Trevin Giles is the fight to make. See if Charles Radke could pass the test of Trevin Giles, the great Trevin Giles, man. If he does, then we'll give him the champ. No, I'm just playing, but yeah, I think that's a good fight to make prelims fight night. All of these are prelims to fight nights. Let's not fucking get out of hand here, except for the co-mains and the main event matchups. So, yeah. Next fight, Abdul Malik Mansur Abdul Malik, I think is his first name. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. If not, then I apologize. But yeah, great performance, man. First round TKO against that tall, awkward-looking alien. So yeah, beat the fucking brakes off of him. Had him spamming for leg locks, heel hooks, all of those. He gave him a big ass bump on his fucking forehead from he did bad things to bro in the first round, so he got that first round stoppage. It was a great performance. So let's just get straight to the point and put him against the late and great Cody Brundage. I think it would be a good fight, low key. Entertaining. Prelims of a crowded fight night, 100% in my opinion. Yeah, I think that's a guaranteed finish. if I'm being completely honest, guaranteed finish by either one. Who knows? Cody Brundage could pull off a fluke win and finish him. Uh, or Abdul Malik will keep his prospect. Uh, how do I? What the fuck? His prospect. Let's just say he's gonna grow his fan base if he gets a finish on Cody Brundage, because people are not very happy with Cody Brundage as of right now. After he quit against Razak Al Hassan. So yeah, that's the fight to make prelims on a crowded fight night. Last fight to make on this historic card of UFC Vegas 100. We have Denise Gomes. And performance, if I'm being honest. She could have finished Carolina in the first round if she really wanted to, in my opinion. But she didn't have the aggressiveness that I wanted her to have to get that finish. So that's what she gets. She could have had a way better impressive performance by finishing Carolina in the first round. But either way, I have her going against Luana Pinheiro, who lost to last night, I should say, against Jillian Robertson. So yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense. Luana Pinheiro will be on a 4-fight losing streak. I'm pretty sure 4 or 3. So yeah, she's gonna probably drop to like number 14 or number 15. Denise Gomes is probably right outside the rankings at number 16. So I think there's no other fight to make other than these two right here. Makes a lot of sense. Luana Pinheiro is shit. So I do have condolences for the area that got 12-6 elbowed earlier though. Hope it's feeling better today. But yeah, that's the fight that I have. What a great card of name value, let's just say. Look at this, man. It's beautiful. But yeah, that's all I have for today. I'll see you one day again with another video. So yeah, that's all I got today. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope y'all enjoyed the matchups. Let me know in the comments what matchups y'all would make for these fighters right here. And if you disagree with any of these, and if you agree with them with some matchups, and if you agreed with the matchups, let me know which matchups you did agree with. Make sure to leave a like on the video for me, please. And yeah, I hope y'all have a great day. Drink your water, kids. Yes, and motivational message. All right, you guys. See ya.